Hello there. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be working into the hips. So if you want to grab a block, you can. And we're going to start this one in a half hero. So if you want the block, go ahead and pause me now and grab that. We're going to start with the right leg out long. So for our half hero, we're going to make sure that this ankle is not under the booty. It is actually to the left side of it. And we're just going to sit here today. If you want to go back and you want to lay back, you can go for it. Now, if you're like, okay, haha, this isn't happening, go ahead and put your hips under that block, and that should allow you to get this opening. Once you get here, just grow that spine nice and tall. We'll go ahead and roll the shoulder blades down the back body. And just imagining the crown of the head actively reaching towards the ceiling here. We're flexing that right foot towards the body. And we're gathering up all that energy here, bringing the awareness to the breath. Nice, steady inhales, and those slow and controlled exhales here. Noticing how your physical body is feeling here today. Maybe closing the eyes down for just a moment. Beautiful. Go ahead and take those eyes back open if you had them closed. And we're going to send the left leg out front now. Should feel nice to release that. And we're going to pull the right leg back. Of course, every side's going to be different. One side's always going to be a little tighter, and that's okay. Maybe just giving that leg a little bit of love, letting it know that it's okay. It's not a big deal here. Once again, lifting tall, rolling the shoulder blades down the back body, crown of the head actively reaching up, and then flexing that left foot back towards your face. And of course, you can close your eyes down if that feels good for you here. Just a few rounds of breath. Beautiful. Slowly sending that right leg out. Seated forward fold here. Just getting a little bit of stretch going on. So go ahead and walk the upper body forward. We're wanting to really stay straight through the spine. So our gaze is forward. Just feeling into that low back and those hips here. If you want to give yourself a little bend in the knees, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Slowly we rise up. We're coming around into our all fours position. Once you get here, we're going to go ahead and send that right leg long. And we're going to do the rainbow leg. So taking it over here and tapping the right side. And then rainbow around to the left side. Okay, so we're going to do this 10 times. And ready and go. Right, left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Right knee comes back to the mat. Let's just shift those hips over to the right and to the left. Right, left. Beautiful. Coming back to our neutral spine here in our all fours position. And we're going to go ahead and send that left leg back. And let's take those rainbow legs here, going left to right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, beautiful. Once again, rocking those hips left to right. Beautiful. Walking the hands slightly forward, tucking those toes, coming in, down dog. Once you get here, go ahead and pedal those feet out. A few rounds of breath here, pushing through the shoulders. And come up onto the tiptoes. We're going to hop, step, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel up. Arms go up and overhead. We'll exhale them to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale those arms down to come up. Slice through the sky, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Take the gaze forward. Lower down the knees, the chest, and the chin. Inhale brings us up into our cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, my friends. We're going to go ahead and jump, hop, or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Rolling those shoulder blades down the back body. Big smiles on our faces. Now, hands can be at heart center. You can also have your hands on your hips, whatever feels better for you here. We're going to lift this right leg up and back down. We're only going to do this 5 times, so you got this. So shift the weight over to the left. Right leg comes up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it up and let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Send it back. Warrior 3. Now I'm going to take knee to chest for 1, 2, 3. Really rooting down through that left big toe. 4, 5. Beautiful. Coming back through our warrior 3 here. If you want to take airplane arms, be my guest. Whoop. If you lose your balance, it's okay. We're just coming back to it. We're going to take a big step back, opening up, warrior 2, making sure your footing is correct here. You can see that left big toe. Another round of breath. Coming down Skandasana on the right side. Maybe not coming all the way down. That's okay, wherever we are. Just feeling into the hips here. And let's come over to the left. If this is just easy for you, you can lift up and make it more active. Pivoting around to frame that left foot and stepping it back. Downward facing dog. We're going to take a vinyasa. You can do knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga up dog. Choice is yours. We'll all meet back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Go and come up on those tiptoes. Jump, step, hop, top of the mat. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel up. Take those arms up and overhead. And exhale them, heart center. Beautiful. It wasn't too bad. We're going to shift the hip weight over into the right leg. And we're going to do those leg lifts on the left side. So lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there and pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send it back, warrior 3. And we're coming for that knee to chest for 1. Back, 2, 3, 4. You got this. 5. Landing in our warrior 3 here for just a moment. Arms can be an airplane. Beautiful. Big step back, coming in, warrior 2 here. Finding that footing, making sure your alignment is right. A few rounds of breath. Skandasana, back here to the left. Over to the right. Beautiful job. Framing that right foot, stepping it back, plank. Gazes forward. Chaturanga of your choice will all meet. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to have some fun here. We're just challenging the mobility of the hips here. So we're going to start with the right leg, 3-leg dog. Really open through the hips here. And we're going to try to bring these toes to the right wrist. No matter how that looks for you, we're just like I said, we're playing. We're going to try this 5 times. So bring it forward and back up. And again. 2, 3, 4. You got this. 5. Beautiful. Coming forward in an active pigeon. So we're going to come in like we're coming into a normal pigeon. We're going to leave that back foot tucked. We are not coming down on this outer right hip. I'm actively keeping my body up with the hips. So just come here. We'll do a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hands come to the mat. Step back plank. Take your vinyasa. We'll all meet down dog. Walk them feet out. Maybe shifting the hips over to the right, to the left. And you got it. We got another side. Left leg goes up. Really big opening here through the hips. We're going to try to get these left toes to this left wrist. And we go for 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. 4. 5. Beautiful. Coming in for that active pigeon here. Whew. Sitting up. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to the mat. Step back plank. Gazes forward. Take your chaturanga. Wall meet, down dog. If you want to take child's pose, you can be my guest. Tapping back into the breath here. Slowly walking the hands back to the feet. A little ragdoll motion here. Just taking that sway left to right. And slowly we'll peel up to standing. We're going to do these leg lifts to the side. So this works a whole different aspect of our hips. So we're going to do these 10 times, kind of shake it out in between. Once again, hands at hips, out to the side, up overhead, whatever makes this feel good for you. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Shake it out. We are going to do a little bit of a stretch after this, just because I know this wasn't easy on the hips. Okay, left leg now. 10 times out to the side. Nice and tall. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, beautiful. Let's do some knocking on heaven's door. Hands to the side. Right to left here. Allowing the hands to slap against the hips here. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back to center. Hands at the heart. Heel toe on those feet in. We're coming down, yogi squat. And back up. 1. Down. Up. There's 2. We're going to do this 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got this. 9, 10. And back into our yogi squat. Using those elbows to push against those knees. Hands towards heart center. I hope y'all enjoyed that. We're going to go and sit back. We're coming in for cow legs. We're going to start with the right one on the bottom. We're going to wrap the left one around. If you can get your knees stacked. If not, that's okay. Coming and finding what feels good for us here. Big hip stretch here, sitting up nice and tall. If it feels good, you can kind of walk forward until your hips say, okay, that's it. And they may be a little tight. We did just get them all worked out, so now we're stretching them out. You can't have mobility without a balance of strength and flexibility. So of course, we always want to make sure that if we're doing heavy workouts, we're also doing heavy stretches to the parts that we work out. I know I got a lot of runners on the channel, So lots of hip stretches are necessary, leg stretches, to keep the legs and the hips mobile and not just strong. Slowly, wherever you are, we're peeling up, untangling these legs. We'll go ahead and take a little windshield wiper here. We're coming back into cow legs, other side. So this left leg will be down and the right will wrap around. If the knees don't stack, it's not a big deal. It's still the same stretch. You want to feel this pulling in the outer hips for the most part. You may feel it in other areas, and that's okay, but it's mainly the hips that we're feeling this right now. I'm going to start by sitting up nice and tall, so even if you can fold, we always want to start with this long, elongated spine here. And if it feels good, you can walk forward until the hips say, okay, that's it. Tapping back into the breath, noticing the thoughts and the emotions that bubble up here. It's okay. We are observers right now. We are observing it. We are watching them float on, letting them move. We don't want them to become stagnant. Tapping into that breath, making sure you're filling that belly up with air. It's alerting the mind that this is fine. Slowly peeling back up, unraveling those legs, taking those windshield wipers, left or right here. And when you're ready, we're going to come down into a Shavasana. If you want to take a cobbler leg, reclined cobbler here. Take it with me. You can have your hands out to the side, or you can bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Choice is yours. Tuck in those shoulder blades. Feeling that earth under you. And knowing that you are good, you are safe. And you should be proud of yourself for showing up today. The hardest part is always rolling out the mat. So go ahead and give yourself an invisible round of applause here. All of us deal with storms and problems in life, and I just challenge you to always still see the roses, still pick the flowers, and still choose the good and the happiness. Even when life is turbulent, you get to make that conscious choice. Slowly bringing that awareness back to the body. Wiggling the fingers, the toes, maybe rolling out the wrist. You can hug those knees into the chest. And you can rock and roll up to seated. You can roll into a fetal position. Finding your way here. We're in no rush, of course. Once you get here, we'll bring the hands to heart center. We'll all bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I tried to keep this one not so aggressive because I do know the hips stir up so much. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you stuck with it. Please do comment. Let me know what you thought, how you got along with this flow. And as always, I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.